I'll never forget it. Sitting on that hospital bed in the white gown, my ass exposed for everyone to see. Hundreds of doctors and nurses were gathered around me, excited, puzzled. Some were laughing, still talking about stories they had been telling at lunch. They all had clipboards. Photographers were there. I remember one said he was from the Times. I was so flustered I didn't think anything of it. The bulb burst. The place lit up. I was still dazed. Dazed as ever. I remember the head doctor. He had one of those, those wooden popsicle sticks that they would put on your tongue and hold it down so you could see your tonsils. He had one of those and he was handing it off to each nurse so she could have a go, scratching my chest, and they'd watch and ooh and ah as the mark became a gigantic red itchy hive. I remember once saying, "I can read it from down the hallway." They laughed. Some girls wrote their husband's or boyfriend's name. Some doctors drew animals as best they could. Others, more puzzled and less artistically creative, would just draw lines or X's. Sure, they were helping me, but I couldn't help but feel humiliated on that hospital table. Those smiling doctors. For some reason, I don't think doctors should ever smile. Little did I know, that small, polite photographer from the Times would post me above the fold on the first page. I'll never forget the headline. "His body like a slate." They said my skin could retain any information written on it for hours. A disease called urticaria. I had to find out the name of the condition through the newspaper since the doctors were so distracted. I was a legend. Everybody knew about me. And I was happy for a while. A few years passed and people didn't want to see my skin anymore. And I thought, fine. It's sort of embarrassing anyway. But after the fame had left me, and the Times stopped calling me, and the doctors stopped offering to pay for my treatment with a smile as a newspaper took a picture, once that had all gone, I was still stuck with my hives. And to this day, sometimes when I'm bored and hurting, I take one of those popsicle stick things and I write letters to the nurses and doctors and photographers who were there that day. And I write how much I hate them. And I watch alone in my room as the writing swells up, and I make sure to itch it real good so it gets extra, extra red. And I watch the hate on my body build and build and build, peak, and then fade away, just like I did.